today I'd like to talk about discrimination and stereotyping and how they can be very beneficial and how it could also be detrimental. The first thing I'd like to talk about is how stereotyping can actually be to our benefit, that it's not just negative, that there's actually some positive benefits when it comes to stereotyping. For instance, let's say you and your friend Leanne are going out for a stroll in the woods. You see a big black spider with a red stripe. This spider bites your friend Leanne. It's actually a poisonous spider, so the bite gets infected and then she dies. Let's say that happens. Now you're going to stereotype that spider. You're going to be like, if I come across any spider with a red stripe, I know to run away. This is a positive and beneficial way to stereotype, because you saw this spider do something negative, kill your friend by biting her, so now you know to stay away from those spiders, or any spider that looks like that, any spider with a red stripe. You can see that stereotyping is very much innate in us. It's actually very natural. It's very human of us to stereotype. So stereotyping itself is not negative. It's neutral. Stereotyping can become negative if it's your intention. So another example. I'm going to check my lipstick. My lipstick's still good. Okay. For example, you're out grocery shopping and then a black male robs your purse and runs away. So now every time you go shopping, you see a black male, you hold your purse tightly. This is stereotyping, but this is almost to the negative side. Just because that black male robbed you does not mean all black males are robbers. Right? It's quite simple. So stereotyping really goes along with discrimination. Discrimination, that's where we see homophobia, we see racism, transphobia. Another example. Let's say every single homeless person you've met has been a drunk. You might do the stereotype and think that all homeless people are drunks. That again is not true. Just because maybe 100% of the homeless people you've met have been drunks does not mean that 100% of homeless people are drunks. Who knows, maybe it was someone who got kicked out of their house when they were very young and they have no choice but to live on the streets. They are a very good person, they are not a drunk, but they are homeless. So to stereotype that way is almost to the negative. So this way, I feel like I don't blame you if you think that all homeless people are drunks just because that's just all you've seen. I'll give one more example, and this is a personal experience on my end. I went to Mexico, and then I met a couple, a man and a woman, who were Trump supporters, and they were like dressed in like camouflage. I'm the opposite of that. I'm not a fan of Trump. I do not support Trump, and I'm like the opposite of hunting. I love animals, I'm a vegetarian. So I could tell that I was like, okay, these people are not my type of people. And then in my head, I started to discriminate. I was like, ugh, these, Trump supporters are probably racist, they're probably bad people, they probably hate me just because I'm flamboyant. But then I caught myself and I was like, okay, Roger, no, you are stereotyping and discriminating, and that is not healthy and that is not to anyone's benefit. I erased that thought and I started to be nice to them and I started to give them a chance, even though from my experiences, Trump supporters and like hunters, country kind of vibe, usually don't vibe with me. We usually don't get along. I put it to the side. I put the stereotype to the side, and what do you know? We became great friends. Like that day we went out for dinner together, me and the couple in Mexico. We had a great time, and they were beautiful people, just beautiful souls. And that's what really this is about, is that we can't really judge someone based on their appearance, their beliefs, their sexual orientation, their gender, their age, everything we cannot judge. The only thing that matters is the involvement of the soul. Because we have multiple lives, we go into the sky, we go into heaven, then we come back into earth and live again. We don't remember it, but it happens. So we have all lived many lives. Like for me, I've been a woman, I've been a man, I've been black, I've been white, I've been Jewish, I've been Christian, and in this life right now, I'm Roger. And right now I'm white, I have brown hair, I have light eyes, I'm tall, but it doesn't matter. What matters is the soul, because our souls are genderless. Our souls do not have a body. Our souls are colorless, they don't follow a religion, they have no sexual orientation. Our souls are just pure light, okay? So yes, right now, my soul is in this body. In this lifetime, I am Roger. This is why it's so important to really conquer racism, homophobia, or for me, I guess political differences. Like it's really important to like look inside of yourself and then destroy this racism, this discrimination, this stereotype. Because once that's out of the way, you can really just start to connect with people soul to soul, and that's what really matters. It doesn't matter if the other person has a different colored eyes, different colored skin, different sexual orientation, different religion, it doesn't matter. What matters is how good the person is. As simple as that. How evolved is the soul? Okay? I'll give an example. Let's say someone has a hard time with Muslim people. Doesn't like the religion that Muslims follow, hates it all. Hates the hijabs, hates everything about them. I love all religions, I'm just gonna start right so everyone knows. But let's say someone hates the Muslim religion, discriminates this religion. This person is single and wants to love someone. What if their counterpart is Muslim? It might happen, which means let's say this person hates all Muslim people and this person is Muslim, but this person is a soulmate for this person. It could be a friend, a romantic partner, but this person just quickly puts this person to the side. There's not a match. Okay? So it's really important to do that work and to accept all religions, to accept all Muslim people. And once he did that, he might be like, oh, okay, I'll give this person a chance, and who knows? Boom, they get married and they fall in love. Or boom, they get married, it's a new BFF. It's all about collective togetherness, all about unity, wholeness, oneness. Like, I am you, you are me, we are all together. So I encourage everyone to look into yourself. Be like, okay, am I racist? Maybe a little bit. Let's look into it. Am I homophobic? Slightly. Would you look at that? Look within yourself and then accept it. Be compassionate with yourself. And that's one thing. Like, things like equality, unity, oneness are things that are very important to me, right? And then when I used to see other people be racist or homophobic, etc., oh, it made me so mad that I'd fight because racism is awful. One thing I've learned, so a little tip for everyone, is to make sure we fight with love, that we educate. So if we see someone who's racist or homophobic or doing something, you know, of stereotype or discrimination, to make sure that we love the soul and that we honor the soul and that the soul is still trying, but then educate, tell them, okay, maybe being racist, not a good idea, you know? And do that within yourself as well. If you see that within yourself, that maybe you are a bit racist, a bit discriminating other people, it could be someone with tattoos, with piercings, whatever. Find it within yourself and be very, very compassionate with yourself to let it go. If you start saying, oh, I'm such a bad person for being racist, well, then that's gonna be hard. We are still all good people. Specifically with all these people who are racist and still homophobic, they are still good people, we still have to honor them, but then we educate. So although we are all different, of course, we all have our own uniqueness, we are all rare from religion, culture, skin color, eye color, interests, everything, etc. We are all super unique. We are all still one. There is only one race, the human race. So I just encourage people that if you find yourself doing these small little comments in your head, like, oh, this Indian person, or oh, this gay guy, or whatever, catch yourself and watch yourself to see if it's from a negative place or a place of love. I hope you continue to be kind with yourself and kind to other people. Heal yourself. Do some self-reflection to see if you have any type of discrimination or negative stereotyping within your field, so you can conquer it and let it go. Also, if you see stereotyping negatively or discrimination within someone else, that you can assist them as well through education, through offering what you have learned, and doing it in a kind and compassionate way and not in a fighting way with fire. Thanks for watching. I hope this was fun. If you like my content, I love digital support, so liking the video, sharing it, commenting things. I love to talk with people. I will greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate